Is he recording cars as they're coming out of there?
Yeah, it is.
Let's take his phone off him and let's seize it. Evidence.
Evidence of what?
Hey?
Evidence
it's a security
of what?
breach, buddy, okay? I'm not having you phone in my car.
Whoa.
Right, off the side. No, it's evidence.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down a highly controversial and deeply revealing interaction between a citizen and the police. The footage we're analyzing today was originally captured by the YouTube channel Collie Burks. If you value transparency and civil liberties, I highly recommend heading over to their channel to see the full scope of their work testing police accountability across the UK. I end this particular video. We find ourselves at Southampton Central Police Station. What starts as a peaceful exercise of the common law right to film in a public place quickly spirals into a battle over fundamental rights. We're going to witness a senior officer attempt to use privacy as a weapon against the law, the eventual and shocking deployment of the Terrorism Act 2000 against a man with a camera, and a complete failure of the police's duty of care when a third party becomes aggressive. This footage is a masterclass in how policing by consent can disappear the moment an officer's authority is questioned. Let's head to the footage and break down exactly where Hampshire police got both the law and their conduct completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm making a video.
Of what?
The police building.
Okay, why are you filming people's cars when they're coming out of there then? Because they're personal cars, aren't they?
Yeah, because they're in public.
Well, they're not in public at the moment.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
All right.
You want to see my ID?
Yeah, I would really expect you to show it to me. Yeah.
Here you go. Detective Sergeant Jamie Wiseman.
DS, yeah.
Okay.
And any detective work to be getting on with, or
Well, no, I'm due to be
more
going
worried
home now,
about?
get
All right,
some
then
more
go home then.
shift. No, I'm more worried about you filming people's private cars. Police officers get a bit jumpy about that.
Why?
Why?
something
Because
to
people
hide or
don't like
something?
us.
Okay,
Some
well I'm
people
not.
have a
I'm
vengeance
not.
against police officers,
Well,
and
I
you're
don't.
filming our personal cars when we come out.
But I don't.
That makes me very jumpy.
Just to let you know as well, we're on body-worn video as well, okay?
All right. Why are you? What are you jumpy about?
Well, my personal details going out on social media or something like that.
Like you're just assuming that it's gonna go on social media. Do you know any of this? Like you're just assuming.
No, I'm
like...
asking you.
Okay. What do you want me to say? Like,
Well, I want you to tell me what you're going to do with that information.
it's my own recreation, whatever I please to do with it.
So what makes you want to do it then?
I'm not interested in anyone's private plates. Who can pull information from your reg?
So why are you filming the cars when they come out of there then?
Because this is what I'm choosing to do with my time today.
Yeah, but why are you doing that? Did you
'Cause
say
I
you're not
wanna film.
interested in people's private
No,
plates?
I'm not.
You're recording when they come out of there.
What can I do with someone's private plate? Only yourselves in the
I've got
DVLA
no
could
idea.
pull that
I've
info.
got no idea.
Okay, well rest
But
assured, I'm not
it makes
interested.
me feel very uncomfortable.
All right, well, Sergeant, rest assured, I'm not interested in harming anyone or using your plate for any sort of
And also,
ulterior motives.
Being a police station, okay, this is a target of anyone for anything. And that makes me quite nervous that you're actually filming a police station.
Well, I can do it. I'm in public. I can film any police station I like. Do you think this is a valuable target for
Yeah, I do.
who?
I've got no idea.
We open with Detective Sergeant Jamie Weissman approaching our auditor. Almost immediately, the DS makes a legally illiterate claim, suggesting that this area isn't public. Let's set the record straight. In the UK, there is no expectation of privacy in a public place. If you are standing on a public pavement or in an area with general public access, you have a common law right to photograph or film anything in plain sight. This includes police buildings, and despite the officer's complaints, it includes the personal cars of staff. If a car is visible from the street, its registration plate is public data. The DS is attempting to create a moral argument about privacy to override a clear legal right of the citizen.
Like who?
It's a police station.
It's a police station.
So what, has this police station been attacked before? Like, why? Where's the basis for this argument coming from? Like,
It's not an argument.
okay, what's the fact? Is it?
I'm saying it's a fact either.
All right, well,
Observation.
I'm just like rest assured, I'm not here for no trouble.
Same fella. Have you been anywhere else today? No? You've been filming other police stations at all?
Is it your business?
Yeah, it is. I'm asking you now, yeah. Because if you're going around filming all the police stations, that
Yeah.
makes me feel very uneasy.
Right.
And
So
I think,
what are you
I
trying
think
to
I need
do?
to investigate that.
Okay, what do you want to investigate?
Why you are filming Hampshire police stations? Is my conversation not clear? Are you not clear on what I'm saying?
I can film any police station, whether it's Hampshire, Surrey, any county.
Your personal details.
No, I won't. No.
First name, surname, date of birth, anything like that. Address.
Why? Have I committed an offence?
No, I'm not saying you have. I'm just asking the question if you're willing to provide police with that
You
information.
seem very on edge. there anything I can do to put you at ease?
I told you why I'm on edge.
This is a camera, mate. I've given you assurances that I'm not here for any trouble.
Have I explained that? Have you not registered that?
I don't even think you are on edge. There's 3 of you. I've got a camera. Like, you guys are armed. Like, why would you be on edge? Should I not be the one that's on edge?
It's when we're coming out in personal vehicles.
Yeah, but what can I possibly do with your personal vehicle?
You tell me.
Then you should maybe consider taking the bus to work or something. I don't really understand.
Why should myself and my colleagues, or our way of getting to work?
Because you're so concerned about security arrangements and whatnot. So if it's such a security risk...
I'll tell you why, because police officers get attacked on and off duty.
Right.
That's what makes me nervous.
Okay.
And they do that because people share our private information and track us down to where we live with our families. That makes me nervous.
So has there been any cases of someone filming private plates and then going on to attack police officers? Well, if you don't have any idea, then you can't be making those assumptions.
At this point, the DS admits he's jumpy about his details going on social media. While we can understand human anxiety, an officer's nervousness is not a legal ground to interfere with a member of the public. This is a common tactic, using emotional pressure to make the auditor feel like they're doing something wrong. However, under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, the auditor has the right to freedom of expression, which includes a right to gather and disseminate information via social media. The DS is projecting his own fears onto the auditor, assuming criminal intent where none exists. There is no law in the UK that prevents the filming of a police officer or their vehicle for recreational or journalistic purposes. You do not need to justify the exercise of a right to a public service.
Well, no, you just said I have no idea. Like, you're a detective, mate.
I work in this industry, in the security industry, and I know police officers have been followed home. I know police officers' vehicles have been targeted.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in harming any police officer.
But I don't know that, do I?
All right, well then, what are we gonna? How are we gonna proceed then?
Well, I'd like you to go if possible.
So is that gonna what does that achieve? Like, I'm not gonna go.
Well, it makes me feel better. I don't understand why you want to put me on this edge.
I'm not putting you. You're putting yourself. I don't even think you are on edge. I feel like you just want to come out and bark a few directives and stuff. Like,
any directives.
I feel like you want to flex a bit of perceived jurisdiction that you've got.
Really, I'm too old for that. Really, if I'm honest.
All right, well then let's leave it at that. It's Friday afternoon. I've engaged. I've told you I'm not here for trouble. Like, I feel like
You haven't given a good reason for doing it.
I don't need a reason though. What I'm doing is lawful.
I'm not saying it's not lawful.
Okay, so why would I need a reason?
It's just like my colleague is explaining it.
Do I have to account for my actions in a public place doing something legal? You can find it strange. It's not illegal if it's strange. Like, I don't have to say anything.
It's definitely suspicious behaviour around police stations in the current state of affairs around the world, isn't it?
What state of affairs?
When people are getting, Royal Police officers are getting injured, like my colleague said, on and off duty. It just makes it's a bit concerning.
What, on the basis of being filmed? Like,
it's like we keep going around in circles now, don't we? But is there anything you need to report to us today?
No.
Is that the reason why you're here?
No.
No? Why are you here then?
To film.
Why to film?
Because this is what I want to do.
Filming? Do you not see from our point of view that it could be considered a bit of a security risk?
No.
Why? Okay.
Because I'm not trying to. I'm not doing it covertly. I'm doing it very overt, right in front of your face. I'm giving you ample opportunity to grab me, like perspective.
It may make other members of the public that see you doing this, and obviously police officers and police staff coming out of there, be on edge. Why does he film me?
The officers begin mentioning security risks and valuable targets. This is a standard script used to transition into a terrorism stop. But let's look at the logic. Our auditor is standing in broad daylight with a highly visible camera and gimbal, making no effort to hide. Actual hostile reconnaissance is, by definition, covert. The auditor makes a brilliant point here. He is being overt. The police are trying to equate unusual behavior with suspicious behavior. In a free society, being unusual is not a crime. The officer's question about whether he's been to other stations is irrelevant under the Data Protection Act and common law. You are under no obligation to provide a travel itinerary to the police simply because you have a camera.
Because we're in public. You guys have got cameras everywhere. Like, you're filming.
And
like,
CCTV all the way around.
Of course there is, exactly. So what? I don't know why we've got such a front about
Do you not think
filming.
that the police station could be a security risk?
Is it not a secure building? Like,
that wasn't my question. Did you concede that people may want to target a police station?
No.
You don't concede
because
that?
it's not. I don't think it's a valuable target. I don't know what sort of people you're referring to.
But anyone, terrorists for one. But anyone, Terrorist for one.
Okay, well, I don't believe that this is a valuable target for a terrorist. It's not like a civilian dense place, is it?
No, but it's related.
It wouldn't
to
be easy to plan.
And people like to target the government. And the
They
police
don't
and
though,
how
do they?
that.
Terrorists don't target government, do they? They
Yeah.
go for they
That's why it's
blow
called
up buses
terrorism.
or
No,
train
that's why it's
stations and
called
that.
Terrorism. Because it's specifically.
Or to coerce the government into doing something, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. You got it. See, you're starting to get it now.
Well, I've never not got it. I just don't think that this is a valuable target for a terrorist. I don't think police personnel are targets for terrorists. Excuse me?
Are you even filming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just
I'm not a terrorist. Like,
Just holding your phone, or is it run out of battery or anything? Or
no, I'm holding it.
Still working. Let's have a look.
Why do you want to have a
Just
look?
asking a question.
No, you're good.
Just
But
curious.
what's wrong with just chill, man? Like, why you got such an attitude, man?
Okay. Attitude.
It's filming, bro. Rest assured, it's filming. Like, I don't think this is a valuable target for a terrorist. Has the police station ever been attacked
Yeah. Up in
by a
London,
terrorist? Has they?
Yeah. London
Which
police
one?
stations have been attacked quite regularly.
I don't think they have.
Okay.
Name a few.
Well, name one then.
So, yeah.
So you can't name them, but you're saying that it's happening. Well, which one then?
I can tell you, but I won't.
What?
I can tell you, but I won't.
You can tell me, but you won't.
Yeah.
All right, that's a bit odd. I
It's
don't know
like
why.
the same as you, not giving a reason for being here.
Yeah, but I'm not making an argument that police stations have been attacked before.
Okay. Search the internet. You might find some information.
I have. I wouldn't be irresponsible and do this if I didn't know that. If this was like a genuine security risk.
The pressure for identification starts here. This is where many people buckle. But our auditor knows his rights. He is relying on the landmark case of Rice versus Connolly, 1966. This case established that a citizen has no general legal duty to assist the police by answering questions or providing identification unless there is a specific statutory power requiring it. Since the auditor hasn't committed a crime, the police have no power to demand his details. You'll hear the officer say they just want to have a chat. This is policing by consent used as a trap. If you consent to the chat and give your details, you've waived your right to anonymity. The auditor correctly holds the line. By refusing to provide his details, he is testing whether the police will respect the law or move toward an unlawful detention.
And this genuinely posed a threat, I wouldn't be irresponsible and come and do this. Believe me. And if this was behaviour that I knew that terrorists engaged in,
But it is.
I would
They
have.
film
No, it's
targets. They
what,
definitely-
overtly
Well, they might
with
do.
this little crappy
How do
little
I know you're
gimbal.
not a terrorist? How do I know that? How do I know that?
You don't know that, but you have to go
Exactly
based
right.
on what you do know. There needs to be an objective
so
basis.
What I do know is I've got a man who's not willing to give his details stood in front of me who's filming police stations.
Okay,
So that's what I do know. That's the facts.
okay.
Is it not?
So me filming does not implicate me as any sort of like prospective terrorist
No,
or
but it raises
otherwise.
my suspicion.
Well, you can be suspicious all you want. Like it's not a crime. You suspecting me of doing something is not a crime. You need to have some sort of reasonable suspicion or objective basis to suspect me as a terrorist.
No, well, at the moment, I think you are filming a police station
Yeah.
with no reason to do that. You are refusing to give your details. I have no idea where that information's going, and I know you have filmed other Hampshire police stations.
Okay, so how do we proceed?
I don't know, do we have a power of search? Section 44? 43, is it? I think we can do that. I think we can do that.
Sure, you want to do that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I don't think you got grounds for a
Well,
section
I'm telling
43
you-
search.
Well, I'm telling you, I think I do, okay? So,
Yeah, well, it's not about thinking. This is objective. It's not an opinion,
Okay,
is
okay,
it?
look.
The legislation's black and white. It's not I think.
you can have this conversation with the solicitor afterwards, and they can come after me at a later date. That's absolutely fine, okay?
Okay.
That's your right.
So you're going to abuse my rights now, yeah?
Okay, no, I'm not. I'm going to use our powers.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, I find your behaviour very suspicious.
Okay.
You are filming not just this police station in Hampshire, but other police stations in Hampshire. You can give me no legal,
Listen to what you're saying,
you can
Hampshire.
give no legal reason why you are doing
Okay.
that, other than because you want to.
Yeah,
You are
that's- I don't
refusing
need
your
a
details,
reason.
So we can't even verify who you are or what you are doing it for.
And there it is, the nuclear option. The DS invokes Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000. This power allows an officer to stop and search someone they reasonably suspect to be a terrorist. This is a massive leap from a guy filming a garage door. TOU Section 43 legally. The suspicion must be objective. There must be a factual basis that would lead a reasonable person to suspect terrorism. The courts have been very clear that filming a police station on its own does not constitute reasonable suspicion. This is an abuse of the law to bypass the fact that they don't have a name. It's essentially a fishing expedition designed to force the auditor into submission, be why invoking this power. The DS has now opened the force up to a potential claim for unlawful detention. The auditor's response is spot on. He points out the lack of grounds, but wisely does not resist, as that would lead to an obstruction charge.
So you are now detained for this search.
Okay.
Okay, under what is it, section 43 of the Terrorism Act?
Can I leave this running?
Okay, of course you can, absolutely. So these officers are going to search you now in order to see if there is anything that needs to raise that suspicion even further.
So what items, who's conducting the search firstly?
These two are going to conduct the search.
But you've just
Yeah, I've
launched
given
with
you
it.
grounds.
So what are these officers going to be searching for?
Anything related to terrorism.
Such as
or
what? That's a bit abstract, isn't it? Any sort of
Well, it
specific
is.
items?
Not at the moment. That's what
Maps.
that's what we are doing it for. To confirm who you are. That may help us.
So you're searching for my ID?
Well, no, and anything related to terrorism. So if all of a sudden we find ID and
Yeah.
that says actually this bloke's okay, there's nothing to worry about.
I am okay. I've told you I'm okay.
Yeah, I know you've told me, but I don't know that. Or it might say he's on a terrorist watch list, and then we've got something to worry about, haven't we? So
You're not going to find my
my
info
Okay,
though.
that's fine, but they're going to search you for that purpose.
This
okay?
power doesn't. I don't have to provide my information in this power.
No, I'm not asking you to provide anything. I'm
But you
saying
just
they're
said
gonna search you.
you're hoping to find ID, this and that. Like,
Yeah, if they find it, we'll look at it. That's what's going to happen.
can I get your collar number, please?
Yeah, 3358. Detective Sergeant Jamie Wiseman, Southampton Police Station, Hampshire.
It's abusing civil rights at the moment. Yeah, it's my
Okay,
perfect
that's
right to
fine.
film it from public.
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah. So then, why are you infringing on that?
I've told you that. Have you not understood what I've said?
You know you can be sued in a civil court.
That's absolutely fine. You can go down that route. I haven't got a problem with that.
You sure you want to do this?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm not going to obstruct the search.
Okay, cool.
My colleague's going to do the search.
All right.
What's your first name? Are we able to see?
I'm not going to give you my name, my friend.
It's just so we can have better communication
Okay.
skills. That's all
All
it
right.
is.
Can I keep this in my hand?
Give me a
You're
hand.
a big guy. I'm not going to.
So all I want to do is so that I can communicate with you, so I can tell you what I'm going to do.
All right.
before I
No,
do
you
it.
crack on, mate.
So what was your name?
I'm not going to give my.
First name.
Now that the auditor is detained, the search begins. Pay close attention to the officer's stated goal. They say they want to verify who the auditor is. This is a critical legal error. A Section 43 search is specifically for articles that could be used in connection with terrorism. It is not a power to search for identification if the primary purpose of the search is to find a wallet or ID card to satisfy the officer's curiosity. The search is unlawful. The police are using the Terrorism Act as a proxy for a stop-and-account power they do not actually have. Notice the auditor's composure. He allows the search, but remains vocal about the illegality of their actions. This is how you build a legal case on camera. He isn't fighting them physically. He's winning the argument legally. They are checking his pockets, looking for anything to justify this massive overreach of power.
So what was your name?
I'm not going to give my.
First name. That's all I want.
Is this a search or is this trying to find my details? Like, I don't really
So
understand. What...
you've already been told the grounds.
All right. Why don't you call me sir? How about that?
Okay, sir, you've already been told the grounds. So
Okay.
PC file from Southampton Central Police Station. The reason we're searching you is because you're acting suspicious outside a police
I
station.
thought he explained the grounds.
Yeah, no, we've got to go through something prior to doing the search.
Go wisely, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yes,
Let my colleague explain it.
there we go.
Sure.
Okay, so that's obviously the grounds for the search. You can see my warrant card if you'd like to see my
No,
warrant
it's
card.
cool.
Okay.
Just get on with it.
Okay. Of the search is in order to essentially see if there is anything that you have on your possessions that is involved with terrorism, okay, or anything, okay. Was that sorry? And you can have a copy of the search if you
Yes,
like
please.
a
Yes,
copy of
please.
the
Yes,
search.
please. Yes, please.
Okay.
You are detained for the purpose of.
And you're detained for the section 44. Okay, if you
All
step forward for me, just so I don't.
Steve ran away from your waist to whilst my colleague searched him. In the meantime, maybe take your bag off your shoulders, please.
This ain't good, you know,
Hey?
Sergeant. This isn't good. Like, you should be like preserving people's rights. Like, you should be encouraging.
Scarf or anything like that?
No.
Sir?
You should be encouraging like this sort of citizen journalism and stuff. Like, you got to work with photographers and stuff like that
mate.
to help identify criminals and that. Do you know what I mean? You wanna go put on a jacket or something?
I am a bit cold, but I'm all right.
So you weren't dealing with a terrorist, like.
Did you carry ID with you?
No.
Do you drive?
Yeah.
You drive. How did you arrive here today?
Don't know.
Train. You've been to Fareham today, haven't you? And then the station's just there, so possibly been travelling by
just
train.
search your waistband.
Yep.
I suspect.
Under PACE code, a officers must follow the Go Wisely procedure. This includes giving their names, station, the ground for the search, and the object of the search. While they're given some of this, the grounds remain weak and subjective. Watch as they examine his car keys and personal property. If they genuinely believed he was a terrorist, they would have called for armed response and cordoned off the area. Instead, it's just 3 officers rummaging through a photographer's bag. This is what we call contempt of cop. They are annoyed that he knows his rights and refuses to be bullied, so they are using a terror search to inconvenience him. The auditor even trolls him a bit, telling them to be thorough. He's showing that he has nothing to hide, which further undermines their claim of reasonable suspicion.
Second, sorry.
Should Ponto work for the search?
Yes, it does, mate. Yeah.
Oh, it does. Get you straighten your arm out for me. I'm just going to check that.
You local to Southampton? Local to Fareham? Local to here?
No,
No. Where did you come from then?
I'm not gonna answer that.
I'm just going to check the front.
Travelled here by car, but we got
Yeah.
Mercedes keys on you.
Right, up there.
On the bag as well, mate.
So what? Could you go over the grounds one more time?
I think it's already done it.
So what are the grounds? Is the fact that I'm filming and not giving my name?
It's been explained by the sergeant. It's been explained by my colleague as well.
Oh, what's these? This is the armed response unit, is it? Is this like the counter-terrorism unit? No, I'm not being funny, genuinely. No, you don't want to answer.
I don't find this funny either.
No.
I find this.
What do you find it? Potential terrorist behaviour, is it? Is that what you find
At
it?
the end of the day, we're just exercising our powers where we feel they're right.
Yeah.
And we're dealing with what we see in front of us, alright?
Right. So are you done with that? Like, do you want to keep? Why are you keeping hold of that?
Open and closing it. That's all I'm doing is open and closing it.
Can I have my property back?
No, not yet. We haven't finished the search. Still detained for this moment of time.
Yeah.
722.
The search comes up negative. No bombs, no plans, no articles of use to a terrorist. At this exact moment, the legal basis for his detention evaporates. Under UK law, once the object of the search is not found and suspicion is dispelled, the person must be released immediately. However, the officers continue to hold him. Why? Because they still don't have his name. This is effectively false imprisonment. They are detaining him for the sole purpose of forcing identification, a power that simply does not exist in this context. The officers are now trapped in a sunk cost fallacy. They've committed to this terror stop and don't want to walk away looking foolish. They're scrambling for any reason to keep him there. The auditor is being held on a public street for the crime of being a law-abiding citizen who understands his civil liberties.
Who are they? Is that the counter-terrorism unit?
Is it?
Is it? Yeah. No.
Counter-terrorism rules don't work here.
That's why you're right.
Can I get my stuff back, bro?
You're still detained for the purpose of search at the moment.
What about? Do you want to check that this isn't like a weapon or something?
Should we?
I don't know. Like, you need to do a comprehensive search. Like, don't leave any stone unturned.
Sorry, Charlie, ready around about you.
You know, if you keep abusing this legislation, like, you're going to lose it, you know. You were going to say Section 44, like, that was repealed because you were just searching people without no ground. Not you, but officers were searching people with no grounds.
This decision's way above my pay grade, isn't it?
No, I know, of course, but, like, the European Court of Human Rights repelled that legislation for this reason. So, like, the more cases of this Section 43 power being used and negative outcomes of searches and whatnot, eventually you're going to lose it.
Okay.
And I believe it's an important piece of legislation to actually catch real terrorists.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to know how many of these searches resulted in in convictions. I know you can't. I don't think there have been any. I'll be interested to know if any convictions have come as a result. Can you? I don't know why he's holding on to my property still.
Because you're still detained for a search at the moment.
Okay.
Uh, 25 to 36 foot.
Were you expecting to find like an ISIS membership card or something like?
Tattoos or anything? Any tattoos? I was going to put this property.
Why does it matter?
Because I'm asking you to see if I can help. See if I can help myself.
Why am I going to help
you?
you, Lynn? I don't have to assist you. I don't have to assist you in an investigation, do I?
The auditor now give the officers a much-needed history lesson. He mentions Section 44, the predecessor to this power. Section 44 allowed suspicionless stops, but was ruled unlawful by the European Court of Human Rights in Gillen and Quinton v. The United Kingdom. The court found it violated the right to private life due to a lack of adequate safeguards against abuse. Our auditor is warning these officers that by abusing Section 43 today, they are walking the same path that led to Section 44 being repealed. He is acting as a watchdog for public. When police misuse high-level anti-terror laws to stop photographers, they undermine the legitimacy of those laws entirely. The officer's silence here is telling. They have no counter-argument because the auditor is legally correct. He's pointing out that negative searches like this prove the initial suspicion was never reasonable to begin with.